everybody, Chaos Gamer here, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero Ultra Impact. And in today's video, we're going to be taking on the new event quest that came out with You Are Iron Maito. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video. And you can let me know down below your overall thoughts on this story. Do you feel like it was a 10 out of 10? Or do you feel like you don't even want to look at it past the part of the beginning? So, real quick, I do got to explain something to y'all that sadly, we do have the event stories done. The reason being is that, you know, I was recording and then sadly I got a phone call and then it was just like, at that point, it was just like, damn, bro. It's like, do not disturb does not exist. It's like, I don't know how iPhone makes it to where, like, they make a feature to block people out, but yeah, people still get it. It's like, come on, man. Like, make it make sense. Hopefully for iOS 45, the next iOS that comes out, they make it to where, like, do not disturb actually works. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the story, then we're gonna go through the hard difficulty to make it seem like we are still going through it naturally, and then from there, you know, we just wrap it up more. So let's start off with chapter 1 out of 5, which is the lessons that made us. Forgot to say the name of the event quest. Alright, so the story takes place shortly after Deku's return to UA High. We got Kirishima. Hey, Sato, Ojiro, wanna spar with me? And we got Uraka. Koda, Tokoyami, I wanted some help with something in today's practice. Then we got Shoji and Ashido. Okay then, just as we discussed yesterday, let's begin. Leave it to me, everyone is here, let's do our best. Then we got Ida, we got Midoriya, and then finally, the Gaizo, All Might. Seems like everyone is working hard. All Might, did something happen? No, I just came to watch you all today. I know things have been hectic recently, but the situation has settled down a bit. It's been a while. I just wanted to watch you all practice. You are welcome, of course. Yeah! We got Momo. We'll show you the results of all our hard works. Thank you. Then I'll take you up on that and watch you all closely. Alright, so that was chapter 1. So now let's go take on the event quest hard of chapter 1, being up against Ojiro and Kirishima. It's just funny to me that they consider this to be hard difficulty, but at the end of the day, this is just like, I can activate Hawks' action skill, and it's just GG's from there. Which, I mean, I understand why. The difficulty for this event more so lies on the bosses that we face later on, once we do unlock all of them. But, you know, we can make these at least a little bit difficult, right? Or maybe not, just so people want to finish and get their gems and call it a day. I don't know, I would like it to have a little bit of a challenge to it. So, let's activate Hawks' action skill. GG's. We move on into chapter 2 now. Preach, Hawks, while you sipping on that soda. Preach. Alright, don't follow. Next. Now let's move on to chapter 2. Which would have been clutch if it just popped up. Makes it easier to go straight into it. Sadly, not the case though. Alright, the lessons that. Wait, what? Whoa! 4 out of 5! Damn, we about to skip the whole story. What the hell? I could have sworn I clicked on 2. Damn! I guess they really put you all the way up there, man. Oh my god, that scared me for a second. Alright, so this is a match between Young Sato, Young Ojiro, and Young Kirishima. Right, we got Sato with his Sugar Rush, and then we got Kirishima. Alright, come at me from whenever you want. You got it. Here I come. Whoa, the punches are insane. God, not done yet. And then we got Ojiro pulling up. You're so focused on Sato that you weren't watching your legs. Huh? It's not fair to target my legs. It's only natural to target the places where you're focusing your strength. Hey, don't get so distracted with Ojiro that you forgot about me. God, that was an incredible rush, but I can handle it. Even with all of our attacks, you still keep up your defense? You really are tough, Kirishima. You've been able to withstand this despite the rule against evading. Did you guys forget season 4? Didn't he tell you that he fought against a super powerful villain named Rampa? Absolutely insane. I feel like Gatsu combined ain't nothing compared to what Rampa was doing. Hey, my greatest strength is defense after all. The teamwork between Young Sato's power and Young Ojiro's irregular tail attacks. Against them, Young Kirishima is managing with defense alone. They're both incredible. Bravo, you three have all really refined your quirks. All Might. Young Sato, the weight of each punch is drastically more powerful than before. Young Ojiro, you further strengthen your tail. You've honed your multi-dimensional moves too. Yeah, let's make Ojiro sound OP, dude. Sure, let's make him sound absolutely crazy. Thank you. I spent a lot of time training and eating sugar. Young Kirishima, you showed incredible toughness in defending against their vicious attacks. Thanks, It's an honor to get those compliments from you. But I still got room for improvement. Please tell me what you saw. Heh, I like that desire for growth. Young Sato, your power is incredible, but your attacks tend to be one-dimensional. He just called you a basic guy. That's it. Like, you're just punching to punch. Be cautious of the tempo of your attack, and try to spice it up sometimes. He basically don't be predictable. That's what he said. I see spice. Got it. I have a similar note for you, young Ojiro. Your attacks are complex and unique, but your movements tend to be simple. So I'm just playing. Yeah, the both of you are playing, especially you, Ojiro. You're super plain, dude. Like, oh my god. Since season 1. Trying to be more cautious of the rhythm of your tail attacks, you could include more feints. It would be better to disorient the opponent with strikes and feints coming from all directions. Right. Feints. Maybe I should ask Togata about that, which aka Lamillia. And young Kirishima, your hardness is enough, but there are ways to improve defense by receiving attacks certain ways. You don't need to rely on subtle tricks from the start, but I think they are worth considering for you now. You got it, thanks. Alright, let's try to put that advice into practice right away. I want to practice rushing while breaking up my tempo. Me too. I want to think about how to use my tail to add some play to my attacks, like All Might said. Hey, Ojiro, since you know martial arts, you're good at receiving attacks. I want to learn that. Teach me. Yeah, I also want to learn about attacks that use power and weight balance. Okay. Got it. It would be my pleasure to teach you what I know. We gotta get as much power as possible so we could win the decisive battle. Yeah, it's so reassuring to see the youth aim even higher. Alright, so that's chapter 2 done. Let's move on into the fight. Wait, sorry, Event Quest 2. I almost went to Event Quest 3. Damn it, stupid. Alright, so we're going up against, as we saw over there, Tokoyami, Ida, and Shoto, aka Hawks. Wrap it up. Just let's move on for this, Hawks. Let them activate all their little special abilities, and then we'll just cook them. Go ahead. Let those auto skills fly, because y'all won't be flying much longer. Doku Shuttle. Alright, let's go. Can I activate? Thank you very much. Goodbye. Oh, wow! Shoto managed to live. The prodigal son living up to his reputation. Okay. Let him know. Maybe I gotta add in a freaking Momo to power it up as well. Interesting. Okay. I'm liking this. Right, so now let's move on to chapter 3. Let's see where the story goes from there. Let's get it. Now, chapter 3 is where I got the phone call, so I didn't really get to get much through it. I just felt like, you know what, I'm closing the game, and then I'm just going to restart the whole video again. Okay, next. Young Uraraka has gathered people for a 5-person team. We got Todoroki, Ida, and then we have Tokoyami, like we just saw. If we want to recreate the speed of when we brought Midoriya back, should we include Bakugo? Won't it be difficult to control it if we can include Bakugo? There is a limit to how much we can maneuver turns with that speed. And then we got Koda. This time, we want to think about ways to use Uraraka's quirk in aerial battle. This sounds interesting. All Might. I see, you're thinking about how to control your movement after young Uraraka's quirk makes you float, so you take the fight to the sky. So this is stemmed from your teamwork when bringing young Midoriya back to UA. Yes, we wanted to see if we could use that movement in the air to actually fight up there. If I'm not wrong, young Todoroki created an ice rail and shot everyone into the air using Flash Freeze Heat Wave, and used young Uraraka's quirk to maintain altitude while preparing for another blast. Lastly, young Bakugo shot young Ida out again using his cluster. Is that correct? Are you, young Tokoyami, and young Koda here to help you come up with creative uses? Yes, I thought maybe I could get help from flying animals like birds. If I can get their support after I float them, maybe the issue of controlling their movement can be resolved. Dark Shadow and I are advisors for floating and flying. This quirk isn't made for flight, but they wanted the perspective of someone who has flown through the sky. That is an interesting idea. Maybe I'll watch you all for a little while. Of course, we will welcome your advice. Let's get started then, shall we? The ones flying in the air are Todoroki, Tokoyami, and myself. Uraraka, is this okay for the ice rail? Yep, now I'll just tap Ida. Koda, are you ready? I've called out the big bird, so I'm ready when you are. Okay. Moving your arms and legs awkwardly will lead to losing balance, and make it harder for the birds to support you. If you do this part well, I'm sure the birds will handle the rest. Understood. I'll just sit still, trust the birds, and let them take me. This time, Dark Shadow will be Ida's safety net, but I'll try not to shoot you too fast. Right. It'll be dangerous for the birds too if I'm too fast. Alright, let's get going. Ida, Flash Freeze Heat Wave. Ah! Koda, you're up. Right. Fly, birdies. Support those who are flying in the sky. Oh! I've stabilized somehow. Okay, birds, you could go. Next, accelerate. Oh! Watch out, Ida, a wall! I feel like I've seen this scene at Lunch Rush when we just started school. I won't fall into the same trap. Oh, impressive landing and a kick turn. Tokoyami, leave it to me. I will guide you along the path you must go. Here we go. A soft and enveloping catch and release. And the birds caught young Ida again in the sky. What perfect flowing teamwork. Letting someone else completely control yourself midair. Interesting combo move. Birdies, thank you for bringing him back. Alright, release. How was it, Ida? I got a little scared when I almost hit that wall, but I managed. I'm glad I didn't crash like I did with the emergency exit sign. Despite this, we can't move enough to fight in the air. Right, we want to move as free as the birdies while receiving support. Besides Ida, if we can increase those who can fight in the air, we can increase our options in the final battle. Indeed. Let's consult with everyone to try out more combinations. They don't restrict themselves to their own quirks, but pursue other possibilities. That innovative spirit of youth is amazing. Youth! He's taking on Midnight's will at this point with the youth. Yes, the youth! So now we'll take on Event Quest 3. Just random. Same guys as again. Let's get started. I mean, the story is pretty like, if I had to compare it to something, it'd probably be a catch-up episode, to be honest. Like, just catching us up on what everybody's been doing, training and stuff like that. I just hope there's something like a little bit of All Might leaning towards wanting to rock the suit. Like, that's what I want to see. And please let that happen. No, this time you know what we'll do? We'll do what I said. Momo support, and then we'll do this. Alright, Hawk, you should kill, no hesitation. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want to see, the one shot. We could have tried a regular just to see, but I don't want to mess with the only AoE I have, so might as well. Right, so now we will move on to 4 out of 5, and then we'll be finishing off with 5 out of 5. Let's get it started. Now we could click up here like nobody's business. Alright, the lessons that made us 4 out of 5. This is the largest group. Are they working to strengthen young Shoji's and young Jito's quirks? So yeah, we got Jito, we got Shoji, and then we got Ayuma. No. Ayuma, closely watch Jito and my movements and don't miss your timing. Oi, I understand. We got Bakugo. What's with this laid-back chit-chat session? You lot seem awfully cocky. Eek! Even if I know they won't hit me, sound, shock, and smoke are a scary combo. Ah, Ayuma, turn 90 degrees to the left. There, shoot! Leave it to me. We got Invisible Girl, then we got Froppy. Ah, that was close. Impressive work, Shoji and Kyoka. You accurately picked up on us even though you couldn't see us. But too bad, I evaded your strike. No point to you. Ah, seriously? Sorry, I should have made you take another step. No worries, we can make it right next time. I see, young Shoji and young Jito tried to detect young Hakuda and young Ayuma shoot. Then, young Bakugo and the others tried to impin them, huh? I'll take the lead this time and search Jito. Back me up. Okay. Huh, what the? What a shock. You really need to pay attention to that slippery acid once it's down. We got Mineta, and then we got Ashido. Heh, gotcha. Looks like it won't be long before my pop-offs leave someone totally unpresentable. It was a special trap carefully hidden using Asri's special sticky fluid. Shut up. Don't try to distract me because we have a rule against direct attacks. Oh, Jito, get down. Oh no. He sprinkled his explosive sweat in Ashido's acid. So he was moving around a lot in order to work up a sweat and sprinkle it around everywhere. This is rough. I can't identify any footsteps with explosions going off all around me. Time for the final push. I spread super acidic low viscosity acid all over the place. I didn't think they would work together this well. Amazing, right? Everyone shared ideas and came up with this plan. Bakugo's idea was the heart of these obstacles. Can you get through them? It was a pretty clever plan despite you only joining us because Kirishima and the others egged you on. Duh. If I'm gonna do something, I'll give it my all. So I guess Bakugo and Asui are the keys to the strategy. I always knew they were tough opponents. Yep, but we don't plan on just giving up now, right? Of course, I don't have the search ability that you two do, but I can at least look. True, I shouldn't just assume that search is our only role. In that case, maybe we should get Ayuma to determine if it's a trap. I agree, then we could prove the accuracy of our search here. If we can't identify an enemy in the midst of all sorts of obstacles, we'll be useless in the next battle. Right. We can't lose focus no matter how noisy it is around us. Alright, let's go. We'll show you the real determination of the search team. Let's see if you can back up those words. It doesn't seem like this group even needs my advice. They've deepened their understanding and teamwork with one another, even young Bakugo. I am sure they'll keep growing. So that's 4 out of 5 done. And then we have the finale coming up very soon. And then even after we finish the whole story, we'll do a single. And maybe after watching the entirety of this, we can get a dupe into Iron Might, which would be pretty saucy to make the man even stronger. But not so good for my stars. But you know what? Gotta sacrifice something to gain something. That's what they say anyway. So we'll follow that advice for this time. Alright, come on. I'm ready. Minari, and then we have Seto. Alright, so give Hawks the boost, and then we'll do this. Pretty funny that Midoriya's in this form, even though I don't think he even uses that here. But we'll see. Who knows? Makari Soda. Alright, let's wrap up this story, shall we? Alright, then 5 out of 5. How will the story end? No one knows. This is the final group. 2 people have joined. Young Midoriya and young Seto's practice. Yo, ho, what do you think, Midoriya? It doesn't get easier to avoid when Yaoyorozu's cables go through the tape. I made them light, but that is an issue. Sorry, could you try grabbing onto it? Okay, here we go. Discharge. Weak. Oh, wow. I can really feel the electric shock. Oh, nice work. What do you say, Seto? Now. What the? Seto got electrocuted too? This is the result we were expecting. What are you doing? We are trying to come up with a combo move between Seto, Kaminari, and myself. That's right. You see, Seto's tape doesn't have any attack power on its own. But if it could conduct electricity, he could use it to shock a bound enemy. Although the punchline is that I get shocked too. We thought the idea itself was actually interesting. After discussing it, we decided that it would make a conduct cable first. I would shoot tape to wrap around the cable, then Kaminari would send electricity through it. We were just testing that out. I see, and as young Seto said, it failed. Yes, if we could solve this problem, maybe we could even use it with Blackwood. I think the idea of shocking a bound enemy to completely disable them is good. Right. It's difficult to do that as a team. One option is to get support item developed. Support items? I see, that is an option. Now that you mention it, I could solve this issue by installing an insulator into my costume. Since we started by discussing on how to use teamwork or combat moves to solve this, we might have limited our thinking. We didn't think to enhance our individual abilities. Well, wanna go talk with the support course? This is a bit complicated. Maybe we should write down what we need for our design. I don't know if our design and support course will be done before the final battle. Right, it would be dangerous to use in a battle without testing it. But this is clearly one way to get stronger. No matter what method we choose, I know we'll get stronger. Everyone together. Heh, is that right? In such a short amount of time, the students have grown so much. As their teacher, I'm both happy and sad to see them need me less and less. But I suppose pride wins out. Heroes of Class 1A, I too have learned a lot from seeing you all. Their hard work and growth have been carved deep inside me. I'm sure they will become stronger and more reliable as they grow into wonderful heroes. I have to keep up with them. Is he gonna rock the suit? As their teacher, guide through life, and most importantly, symbol of peace, I must stand before them as a man I could be proud of. That's right, All Might. Aw, what? We don't get to see the suit, dude? Come on, man. What a waste of time. What the hell? I wanted to see the suit rocked in the story mode at least one time. So let's see if we could get an Iron Might here before we wrap up today's video. Animation looking pretty bad so far. Alright. Ikuzura! We got Shoto. Okay. Damn it. So with that, that's where I end today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also subscribe. You can let me know down below how you felt about the event quest. Again, I just feel like it was like a recap episode, which is nothing really too interesting. So with that, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.